Hey everybody, it's Devin. It's the 8th of October. Sweet. Not really. It's been a while since I've updated. I was gonna wait till Monday, which I would really have some pretty good news, I thought, in order to update about, but apparently doctors suck. So, anyhow, what's been going on for the past few weeks is that I've been seeing Dr. Houston, who's apparently my new primary at Mayo Clinic, and after our second visit, it was basically like it's either she does the full physical exam or I don't get tea. And I brought Jessica with me. We had to wait in the waiting room for a fucking hour and a half, at least. And that's not even the waiting that we did inside of the room. And so we fucking waited, and that's what she fucking told me. And I don't know if I was going to schedule another fucking appointment. It would have taken 2 weeks, and I would have waited another 2 hours. So I was like, fine, you know what, fuck it. I might just fucking... I had to grow some balls and fucking do the goddamn pap smear right there, and that was not comfortable at all. But it wasn't as bad as I thought, so I guess I should give Jess props on that one. So thanks, babe. So anyhow, I got that done. Everything came back normal on that, and then she sent the orders for my labs. So I got the labs done the next day, and labs came back fine. So she told me that they were sending out the notes, had everything in, blah blah blah, and that I could go ahead and make the appointment and get the T-shot anytime I wanted. As soon as I wanted, down a month or two if I wanted. So I was like, you know what, alright, soon ASAP, right? So I called them last week and I was like really excited, and I'm like, I need to make an appointment. And she's like, okay. And I'm just like, well, I need to make an appointment with the nurse in order to get a shot, an injection. She's like, alright, what's it for? I'm like, it's for testosterone. And she sounded really confused. And so she brought up my information, and she's like, oh, I see you're a Northwest Clinic patient. And I'm just like, well, my primary is Dr. Bates at the Northwest Clinic, yeah. But I've been seeing Dr. Houston for the past 2 or 3 times, right? And she's like, oh, well, since you're a Northwest Clinic patient, we can't do the shot here. And I was like, okay, well, she's the one who ordered that I get the shot. So I was like, I guess I'm going to have to call over to the Northwest. So then I ended up calling the Northwest. And so she looked up all the information, and she wanted to make sure that my primary, my ex-primary, whatever, Dr. Bates, was okay with everything that was going on, and blah, blah, blah. And so we hung up on that note, and she was supposed to call me back. And she never fucking did. So the next day, I ended up calling, and I'm just like, they said they were going to check with Dr. Lori Bates, and I've been seeing Dr. Houston, and all I need to do is get the shot, because Baldwin Building said I couldn't have it there, because I'm supposed to be seeing Lori Bates from the Northwest, so that's why I'm trying to make the appointment for the Northwest Clinic. And so she looks up all the information, she calls a few people as I'm on hold, and she's like, oh yeah, everything's set, everything's ready to go, we can go ahead and make your appointment. And I was like, alright, sweet! And so she said, what day works? Because I said I want it as soon as possible. She said, well, does this day work? And I'm like, in an hour, I would have to leave to go for work. It takes an hour to get there. And so I was like, it really wouldn't work because I have to go to work in order to, get money and shit. So I said, what about Monday? Can we do Monday? And so she listed off all the times that were available on Monday. I made sure with Jess that it was okay that we could do it like 8:15. And she's like, all right, so it's going to have the appointment on the 9th, 10th, or whatever, at 8:15 in the morning at the Northwest Clinic with Dr. Bates' nurse. And I was like, all right, that's fine, cool. And she's like, all right, so we'll see you on Monday. And I was like, sweet! And we were all happy and we were all excited. And I leave to go to work. And I don't have a phone because I ended up breaking it like 3 days ago at work. Didn't help me at all either. The fucking screen's all cracked. So, apparently I gave them their number to call Jess back, so they ended up calling Jess. And they're just like, we need to talk to Cassandra about her appointment. We talk to her. Of course, I'm at fucking work. And so I can't give Jessica any fucking information. Just pleasant as hell. And so, like, 3 or 4 of them try calling. Jess calls them back. They call back. And it's like a entire, running on tag about what's going on with Devin. Why can't I know? Well, why can't he have the appointment? You guys just made this appointment earlier today. Nobody knows anything. And so I find out yesterday when I get home from doing overtime. So that was great. So I call him this morning. And she's like, well, apparently... Oh, wait. That's not all that happened. So I called them, the number that they left for me to call Ann. So I call, and Jennifer answered. And I'm like, I was left a message to call this number and ask for Ann. They said tomorrow, and yesterday was Friday, so it was tomorrow, Saturday, to call Ann. Okay, so I called, and I asked to speak to Ann, and she's like, well, Ann's not here right now. This is an inbound call center, and all the calls get rerouted to us. My name's Jennifer, and whatever, how can I help you? I'm like, well, I was told to call Ann. And I'm like, okay, so I'm supposed to be going to Northwest to get a shot of hormone replacement therapy, blah, blah, blah. And I was supposed to do it at the Northwest Clinic, but apparently you guys are calling me, telling me I can't do it. So I need to know what's going on, because you guys wouldn't tell my partner. And so she was like, oh, okay, well, can I look up your information? Do you have a Mayo Clinic number, blah, blah. So I give her my name, date of birth, everything like that. And so she's looking it up, and she was really confused. Oh, such a smart nurse. She was really confused. And, shit, I lost where I go. So she calls another nurse, and so they transfer me over to the Baldwin Nurses Station so that I could possibly talk to somebody who knows something, even a little bit of something. And she's like, well, I see here in the note that Dr. Houston's your new primary, so that's why you can't have it at the Northwest. It's because Dr. Houston's your primary. And I'm just like, are you sure? And she's like, yeah, it says that it was changed. There's no in here that since Dr. Houston's going to be overseeing the shots and everything like that, that she's your new primary. And I'm like, well, I'm glad I was informed of that. When did this happen? She's like, I don't really know the day. It doesn't really say which day. And I was like, well, I called last week, and the stupid bitches, the nurses, said that I couldn't have the shot at the Baldwin building because Dr. Bates was my primary. And then I called Northwest, and they could make the fucking appointment after calling them twice. They made the appointment, and now you tell me that I can't have the appointment at Northwest because Dr. Houston at Baldwin is my primary? Alright, so, yeah. So, apparently, I get rescheduled tomorrow morning. No, Monday morning. I can call them Monday morning to have rescheduled. See if I can have my testosterone shot. So fucking excited. I'm actually really pissed off, and I've been depressed all day. I actually have Tangled in the VCR because I'm going to watch it to try to help me feel better. Because it got to the point with tea. Like, I'm really happy that I will get tea if I ever decide to fucking get it. But I've been waiting for over a year now and trying. And, you know, after so much trying, like, I didn't think I gave up. And then, like, I realized after they told me I could have tea that, like, I really gave up inside. Like, I just didn't think I was ever going to get tea. It just wasn't going to happen. Even no matter how hard I tried, it just wasn't going to happen. So, like, they told me, and I was like, oh, sweet. And then they're still trying to sink in. And then I got that bad feeling where you just know it's not right. Something's bad is going to happen because it's too good to be true. And then this happens. So I'm really depressed now because I was right and I should just trust my instincts and just not gotten excited about it. But no, I got excited about it and I wanted it and I cried. Cried about it. That's great. And I'm so sick of people. So sick of doctors. I'm like, everything came back fine. I just want people I just want my goddamn fucking shot already. Like, it's this fucking hard. Like, wait for a fucking year, which is, what, 9 months after everybody else is supposed to? That's great. That makes me feel much better. I have to deal with all this shit. I don't want to deal with it. It's bullshit. I think somebody came home. So I'm going to stop recording. I really don't want to stop this thing.